little Citroen.
Right.
He had a little single-seater Citroen. And John decided he wanted to buy a bloody car, so he logged up to my place one Friday night. I don't know what time it was, it was after tea. And he said, you know, he told me what it is. He said, I'm going to buy it. I received about buying Charlie Foxtrot Citroen. He said, I've got it for a test drive. He said, will you come with me?
In a single seater, just two in the front seat.
So we go up the Beachworth Road, we get up the Leneva, turn off and turn around, and they said, oh, you know, it had those disc wheels on it, you know, metal wheels.
Oh,
and the bloody things were rattling. And anyhow, we got up there, turned around and come back. And when we got to the top of the hill to come down in the High Street, he said, we better slow down to go down the hill. He went to put the brakes on. No brakes. Straight to the floor she goes. So he grabs the handbrake, it was over his side, and he drags the handbrake, just going So he went to try and change gears, and the bloody gear lever was just going everywhere. And we were freewheeling. Sailing down the hill there about 8:30 on a bloody Friday night.
Where did you end up?
We ended up halfway up the hospital hill.
It took that long for the
By the time, we
You
got...
went over the bridge and up.
I used to go walking out there. Me and my girlfriend used to go walking away.
Oh yeah,
We
which
used to
one
go
was
up-
that? The
we
one
used
that was on the bus?
We used to go. we used to go halfway up to Stanley. You could go to, there was a backtrack to Stanley.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
we've
still
got driven
there.
on that a few times.
Trying to avoid
like
that
some
pumping
privacy.
How old were you?
Hey? Oh, about 17, 18.
Oh, all right, that sounds about
okay.
right. Lynn wants to know which girlfriend.
Hey?
Lynn
Oh,
said-
not divulging, not divulging.
Thank God he's kept something to himself.
But I was thinking about it, and what I can remember. I don't remember whether we took him home after it, you know.
No, he ran home.
He ran home.
You pulled him out of the water, got him sort of
Got him-
dusted off,
Yeah,
whatever, and then he ran home and jumped into bed. And Ada put her head in the door and saw and said, I was having a sleep. And then people came along and said, oh, good on Maurie and Keith rescued Donnie.
Yeah.
I said, no, he didn't, he's home in bed.
So where was he drowning?
In the pool.
There was a swimming pool down near the bridge,
Yeah.
and it was just the creek,
Yeah, part of the creek, yeah.
and it was a pretty deep hole apparently, Maurie, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a good swimming pool.
Yeah, and that's
Is there water in that creek now?
yeah,
Yeah,
still
yeah.
floats, still floats.
What they did when they built the pool was probably
There's photographs of it.
pool.
Yeah.
And they ran a diversion from the creek, and it flowed through the pool.
And that fit
So
in.
you had fresh water coming in, and then it was going back and back into the creek. So it flowed through the swimming pool, and the water was always beautifully clean.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. That's where the skate park is now, love.
Yeah.
It was a good pool. Yeah.
But
So-
his clothes were wet, and someone come and told Ada what had happened. They were a witness to you boys rescuing him, and she went down to the post office, and all your wet clothes were on the line.
And that's how she knew that the story was true, that your mother had hung your clothes out to dry.
Oh no, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Ada told
Ada did.
me. Yeah.
So how old would Maurie have been?
Well,
16, would you?
Probably 16, 17.
16, because Uncle Keith was
And you
with
were
me.
with Keith.
Yeah. So.
That was lucky you two guys were there.
I had another experience with Johnny Ridd. He decided that one time he was going to buy a motorbike.
Oh, gee.
And he arrived, I don't know why he picked me.
I think you're probably the gamest one there.
He arrived up there this day, it must have been the Saturday or something. And he had one of these real old time Indian motorbikes.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
About 10 foot long, you know. And he wanted me to go on a test run with it. So we went up the usual track up the Beechworth Road.
Road.
He got up there and he said, excuse me.
You want to have a tissue or anything?
Oh, God, I should spit in the thing. And he said that, he said, I want to see how it go on the real climb. He said, we'll go down the Gleneva Gap.
Oh, jeez.
So we go down the Gleneva Gap on this bloody thing. And it was, he couldn't turn it round in one go on the road down there, so we had to stop and turn it round. And then when we went to start it again, it wouldn't bloody start. Doing everything, but none of us, we didn't know anything about it. So the damn thing wouldn't go. We wondered what to do about it, how we were going to get home and what to do with the bike. And then along comes this bloke, I forget his name, he was on a Royal Enfield motor, real late model bike. And he was engaged to one of the girls down the neighbour, I think it was one of the Darmodies. And he was in the army, he was in Bandiana Army Camp, you know, but he was going with this girl. And he played a few games with us on the football, that's how we knew him.
Right.
So he said, oh, he said, I might be able to do something for you. So we thought, well, he'd go home and get go to Darmodies and get a truck or something and you know, take the bike home or take us home or something. But he comes back with the Royal Enfield and a rope. And he hooked the rope onto the old Indian and one end and the rope on the Royal, and he said, now you get on behind me. He said, and John get on the bike, on the Indian. And he towed the bloody,
And he towed you?
He towed us up the bloody Geneva Gap and down into Yakandana. I tell you, every time I saw a Royal Enfield after that, I took my hat off.
Oh, did you?
Geez, they're a good bike.
When you probably won't remember this because it would just have been a conversation with you, but when I first told Nan I was going to buy a motorbike, she said, don't buy a motorbike. You talk to Maurie, you know what's happened. He'll tell you not to get a motorbike. Anyway, you know, a month or so went by and I said, I've got my learners for the motorbike. And she said, don't get a motorbike. You talk to Maurie, he'll tell you not to get a motorbike. Terrible things happen on motorbikes. Anyway, the next time I see her, I turn up to the farm and I'm on the motorbike and I walk into the kitchen and I dump my gear down and I said, I've got the motorbike. She said, you go and talk to Maurie, he's here. He's up visiting. I said, you go in the lounge room and talk to him, he'll tell you not to ride a motorbike. So went into the lounge room, I said, Maurie, got a motorbike, and you sat there for about 3 seconds looking at me and you said, bloody ripper, what did you get? And she never mentioned me again after that.
That'll be right.
When I was up at Mount Buffalo, I came down to Beechworth to see Maurie, and Maurie nearly died. I came with this bloke on a motorbike.
Oh, right.
Yes. And he thought, gee, doing that.
How old
And they
were
both
you
knew
then?
each other. 22.
22.
I
And this
knew
is
the bloke.
so you two were courting at this time?
Yeah.
Right.
Down on a motorbike from Mount Buffalo, eh?
Yes.
Now that would have been a bit of a hairy trip,
And he
I
was
reckon.
trying to do a line with me, I think. And I'm sitting on the back. Do you think I'd get there?
June, did you have a helmet
So I
on?
had a, no, we didn't.
No, he didn't have helmets in them days.
No.
Well, you're more susceptible to leg injuries than Maurie, weren't you?
The Sheilas, if they got on the back, they just used to have a headscarf on to keep their hair from blowing around, that's all.
So, what can you remember the year you left Chungamar? When Pop went up to the Akandanda?
Well,
Didn't you go to Sydney? But
I was
you were in
I was in Sydney until 19 when did I 40 19, I was there 1942 he must have gone.
Right, okay. Because people have been asking me, yak where it went, because
41.
I pointed out the post office, I said, oh, my grandparents were here, and I said I thought it was around about the very early 40s to about 50.
Sure, he was there for 5 years. That was 37 we went there, and
That's the Tungama.
yeah,
Yeah.
37 to then I'm sure it was about 42.
Right.
Yeah.
And you must have been at Yak till around about 50 something, because I remember going over there as a child.
Yes, he was there till they were still there when I came out of hospital in Melbourne, and that was the end of 1950.
Right.
And they were still there. They left there in about 51.
Right, okay, yeah. I got that date pretty right.
But you went to Sydney in between, is that right?
I did. I went from Tonga. I went to Sydney in about 1941. I was over there for 2 years to go to textile.
Right, because Nan was up, because I remember Nan telling me the story of buying her a wedding cake, and she was in Sydney when she bought
Yeah.
her wedding cake, so she was up. Did
Yeah,
the
what
whole
was
family
it?
go or not?
I don't know. Yes.
That was when the ants got into the box.
I remember. Yeah, I
It was,
remember.
was it Auntie Jane?
Auntie Jane.
It
Yeah.
was hidden under the bed in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it was time, that most of it was eaten out with ants.
Ants. Yeah. 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 Well, then I went over there. Mavis went over there to live with Jean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When Tom went into the army. And
that's right.
And
yeah.
then Alan went over, and he was there, and then I went over. And there's bloody 3 of us were there living with June while Tim was while Tom was in the army.
Yeah.
So
Alan started, he was working over there, Mavis was working, and then Alan was working at Farley Times, and I went to go to school, I went to tech school.
Yeah.
which tech, Maurie?
It's Crow's Nest.
Right. Right.
Crow's Nest
so your
not there
dad-
now.
So your dad was at Yak,
Yeah.
and you were all at Sydney.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. When we were living in Appalachia Street, the little girl across the road, Betty Rollo, her name was, like we were little kids together, you know, and whatnot, and we went in school, a couple of little school shows and whatnot together. We were, you know, we were pretty good mates, and anyhow, when I was going to tech, with school, I'd finished school. Well, not school was going, but exams had been done, and I'd done all the exams and everything. And I had about 3 weeks before breakup, or fortnight before breakup. So Keith wanted a hand in his boot shop, in the boot repair business. So I used to help him of a Friday night. I used to go and work up there afternoon, Friday evening, and
Jane didn't know.
Saturday morning. So, but coming on to the Christmas period, he was busy and he wanted a hand through the week if he could get it through. So he said, can you come up, you know, you can come up and give me a hand in the shop. Because Jane wouldn't have a bar of that. No, you got to go to school. Yeah, that's right, you're
So you didn't tell her?
So I didn't tell her.
So I'm off to school and go up to
I
Keith.
used to jump on the bike and go up the Keith's shop, you see. So anyhow, I had to walk, you know, to get from from where we were in Victoria, or where you go up Victoria Avenue to get to the Chatswood station, the railway line. You had to go to go round it on the bike. You either had to go half a mile down this way, do an underpass, and then, or you could wheel your bike over the ramp and cross the station. So that's what I used to do. I used to wheel the bike over the ramp. And I'm wheeling the bike over the ramp this day, and I saw Betty Rollo, this girl, you know, close by, and she was going to high school. And I you know, hadn't seen Betty for a long time, so I happened to say good day to Betty. But when I was home that evening, I said to Jean, I saw Betty Rollo this morning. She said, where did you see Betty Rollo?
You were sprung.
I don't know, Chatswood Station, what are you doing at Chatswood Station? That's the opposite direction to Barney School.
So, Maurie, what were you studying?
Enjoyed it, yeah.
So, when did the bakery business come in?
Because there was nothing else around.
He was in Yakadanda, so he was lucky enough to get an apprenticeship.
Just look, I'll tell you, when we lived in Tagabar, we were next to the bakery. The baker was next door, Phillips, Bill Phillips. And Georgie Phillips and I were good mates, and we used to get in the bakehouse at times at night, we were the kids, and they'd muck around and stuff. I love the smell
of dough.
I love the smell of baking bread, you know. And so when they had the opportunity to get into, get an apprenticeship in Yak, I jumped at it, yeah.
As one of the first bakers in Yakandana were in O'Meara.
So I believe, yeah.
Mm.
Well, I actually first I went over to Keewar. Well, Fred Howard
Right.
had the Keewar bakery.
Right.
And he wanted something, so I went over there for a start. But that's 15 mile away, and I had to ride. I had
Did
to
you
ride
ride
this bloody push
Oh,
bike.
shit.
All the way to Kiwa.
The Kiwa.
So then I stayed at the pub over there. We managed to do a deal with the publican, and I think I was getting, I forget what I was getting a week. But anyway, they decided he'd board me for something. I'd finished up with about 10 bob a week pocket money anyway. And so I boarded there, and then that's through the week, and then I go home at weekends, don't go home to Yak. But I was going over there when I had to start work at about 7 o'clock on Monday morning, and I used to leave Yak. Only took me, he used to take me there to go over. There was a Sunday or early Monday morning, there was a hell of a bloody storm. And I'm going across through the flat, the other side of Allen's flat, going down to
Yeah.
where over there, there's a bit of a hilly part with some trees in it. And the lightning struck a tree,
Oh, jeez.
and the branch of the tree came down and fell on my bike.
Oh.
Didn't miss me,
Yeah.
but it hit the luggage carrier, I'd been case and that, and it flattened, crushed the back wheel of my bike and whatnot. And it was pouring rain, and because I'm stuck there and I still got another 5 mile to go, and I thought, oh, great. Anyhow, along come Bill Childs, the local, our parson. He was going there, someone from Timor had died, and he was going over there on pastoral work with the family or something,
Yeah.
So anyway, he came along in his little Austin A7, and we got the branch of the tree off the road and off my bike, and he put the bike on the back and took me into Keywalk, because I get to the bakery, and I'm about an hour and a half late. And he went mad. He said, because I'm there bloody late. I told him what had happened. He said, sure, no bloody good to me, if you're going to be bloody like this, you may as well piss off. I said, well, all right, I will. So I did. So I went down to the pub, and I rang the old man up and said, come and get me.
Right.
How did you two meet?
In Beechworth, Maurie went up to relieve a fella, and he didn't come back.
What, at the bakery?
Yeah,
I
and
went
he
there for
didn't come
3
back.
weeks.
So Maurie
Stay there.
he said, could he stay? And his boss said, oh, I think you thought you might want him now, because he met me.
What were you doing?
I was working at the hotel there. Oh, we were boarders at the pub.
I went to
Maurie
my border
boarded
at the
at
pub.
Which
She
pub?
was working there.
Which pub?
Warden's Hotel, it's not a...
Oh, yes, it's on the corner up there,
Yeah.
opposite the
Yeah.
church.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And so when you got married, that's when you moved into Last Street, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And your sister Edie?
Yeah, Edie moved to Beechworth with Joe,
Yep.
and then Mum got sick and had to have a change, complete change. She had a breakdown, so we went up there too. That's
Right.
how I came to
Right.
Eddie, and Mum and I went up.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I can remember vaguely going round to Edie's place as a child.
You'd read comics.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
right.
yes, you'd have been round there when you came to stay with us, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but I can't remember the street she lived in.
No,
Yes,
she was in Carr Street.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, right.
Where was this?
In Beechworth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I started, Mum used to start farming me out.
Tell the story. You probably know this to be true, but anyway, tell your story about
Which one?
when Auntie June used to say, off to have a sleep in the afternoon.
Oh, Auntie June, I must have so full of energy, I can't remember. But you used to say to me, Philip, it's time to have an afternoon nap. And I go, oh, Christ, huh? And so she'd had twin beds up in one of the bedrooms at the front.
Yeah.
And you'd lie on one and I'd lie on the other, and I'd lie there and go, please, Auntie June, go to sleep, go to sleep, can't do it. Then all of a sudden you'd start snoring, out the door and gone.
My grandfather, he was a bit of a horseman, I'm told. There was a story about him.
Right.
He lost his first farm or something. He betting on he had a horse.
Oh, yeah.
He put his horse up against another. He put the farm up or something.
This is
They
where
used
it?
to do that.
This is down
See, you've
in
got your
Toogoolawah.
gamblers
In
today.
Toogoolawah.
Oh, there was some,
Look at
how
some of
much
them
truth
old
is in it?
westerns.
I don't
and
know whether
suppose
it's
some of
true or
them are
not. This was just a story
related to
that
fact.
used to be
They
floating
used to
around.
gamble land.
That he gambled
in them.
You've
his father away on the
You've now
horse.
tweaked my curiosity. I'm going to get in touch with the team, get the
Yeah.
historical
So that was
society.
your grandfather?
Great-grandfather.
Your great-grandfather?
Have you been there too?
When I heard that story, I said, it
And
sounds
Port
like
El,
the
yeah, been to
family.
Port El,
So I don't know whether it's true or not. So I've got no idea.
when we bought the pub at Toke, we met a lady by the name of Ethel Bryant. She came, she heard that a Berkner was buying the pub. And so she came down to see us, and Ethel would have been nearly 90 then, wouldn't she, love? And I went round to her house a couple of times just to catch up on stories of the family. She told me the story of Fred Berkner wanting to marry Sarah Pugsley. And Brum had already married Elizabeth Pugsley, so two brothers, two sisters. And so she said she was a little young kid standing at the kitchen bench talking to her mother or auntie or whatever the relationship was. It was the mother of Sarah Pugsley and Elizabeth Pugsley. And Sarah came up and told her mother, I found the man, I want to marry him. And she said, who is it? And she said, Fred Berkner. And the mother turned around and said, one pig out of the liver's enough, thanks.
Yeah, loved it.
Dad was telling me that when Brum gave up the drink, and I said, what happened? What happened for him to give up the drink? And he said, I used to go to the pub a fair bit, and he used to love coming home at night and getting the horse to jump the gate to go back to Sunnydale, into Sunnydale. And he said, so he got the horse to jump the gate this time, but he forgot that he was drunk and he was actually in a gig. So the horse jumped and the gig straddled. And
The horse went over the gate.
the horse went over the gate and the gig didn't. And so he gave up the drink, never drank again. So
Yeah.
Was he hurt?
It was me that went to give
Yeah.
it. Reminded him,
Yeah, had to go to the football sheds and...
Mavis was too. She wasn't game. Dad said, why don't you ask this bloke home for tea?
Because he didn't mind? Your dad was alright?
Dad wanted to hear. He said that. He said to Mavis, why don't you ask him home for tea? And Mavis was too bloody
Too shy.
So I went down there after the footy match. They'd been playing football, and they used to have their changing rooms and rooms in a sort of a gym. Was at Nuns, where Nuns used to have a dairy there opposite back opposite the pub on the
All
other side of the road from the pub there.
Yeah,
And
I remember that one, yeah.
yeah, so, and they were all in there getting changed and working out on their punching bags and whatnot. And, so I went down. I said, "Well, you know, Dad wants to know if you'd like to come over for tea." And he, Walter, oh,
I remember you telling me the story about when he got there, standing there looking at his feet, shuffling his feet around. He wasn't going to say anything apparently.
May was going to build me up, and she was going to bust me over the ears for going down there and down.
How old?
And yeah.
Well, it's really funny, you know, with cars, because when we went there was very few cars in Tangama.
Mm.
And, you know, they just used to go to horse and gigs and that, there were very few cars. But, I remember old Pop, what's his name, Pop Fox had in the store where he had a nice big Graham car. Graham, yeah, Graham Page. They were a nice car.
Ah, never heard of the name.
Yeah, and I remember, and even old Brum.
Yeah.
I used to go out. I used to go out there at the farm a hell of a lot. I spent a lot of time out there, and I loved it. And I'd be riding around in the gig with him, you know. And then one day he said he had to get a part for something. He said, I'll have to go into Norm Skinner's and you know. So I thought, oh, we'll be going in the gig. And he went over and opened up the shed and he got this bloody Plymouth car there.
I know, beautiful car, wasn't it?
I'd been going there for years, but I didn't even know the damn thing was there.
You
So
might have seen, you
what
might have seen
did
it.
You remember ringing your grandmother?
Which time? Go on.
When your dad was, your dad was cleaning, had the cylinder out of the old bulldog.
No, I can't remember this
the
one.
old bulldog.
Yeah.
This is when you were living in the town there.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
had the old tractor out the back, and he had the cylinder out.
Yeah.
And he'd go on crooked. He hurt his arm while he was doing something, and he said, "You bloody bastard!" You know, he really swore.
Yeah.
You know, and he, "You bloody bastard!" He'd hurt himself because you were only about this big. You went inside, you jump up on the chair,
I remember.
and Tuggamar 3-6, please. And Nana answers the phone. "G'day, Nana. Dad says you bloody bastard." And she thought he was calling her bloody bastard.
So nothing about the sore at the hurting arm.
Yeah.
It's about the swearing.
Just about the
Because
swearing.
I must have picked up that language pretty quickly because Ron Lloyd was telling me the story. He said, I remember going to your mum saying to you and I to go down to the post office and get the mail. So I went down to the post office. I said to Kenny Riley, "This is my cousin Ron." He said, "Oh yeah." And I said, "Is any mail for Berkness?" And he walked come and he said, "No, nothing for Berkness." And I said, "Oh, you bloody bastard." And I ran off and Ron's down there. He said, "You left me to it."
Yeah, he knows that story, doesn't he?
Oh dear. Yeah, I remember standing on that chair.
Yeah.
I stand on the chair and I
Turn the handle.
Tungama 3-2, please.
3-2, wasn't it?
Yeah, 3-2, and the exchange girl would go, "Is that you, Philip Berkner?" And I'd go, "Yes." And she'd go, "Has your mum and dad said you can ring your nan?" "Yes."
All right.
You went over.
We all grew up with Lengieri and his burnt face.
Yes, yes.
And I was walking down the main street of Benalla with him one day and I wondered why everyone was going like that. And I thought, "Oh shit, your fly's undone." I was so used to Len.
Yeah.
So used to his burnt face because I said to Dad, "What happened?" He said, "Oh, he fell in a fire as a kid." And they've never done anything about it since. Until he fell down into the he fell down into the underground tank that Tommy Wren was building that new house, and he was putting a big underground concrete tank in, and they dug the hole and didn't put any, as then, didn't put any safety netting or anything around it. And Len went round to see Tom about some matter from the farm that they had, and he fell down the hole and broke his leg. And so they got him out and took him to hospital, and the doctor had a look at his face and he said, "How do you sleep? You're lying there with your eyes wide open." And he said, "I've never been able to close my eyes since I was burnt in the fire." So doctor said, "I'll fix that." So he gave him 2 eyelids, slit something there, and he could finally close his eyes to go to sleep after about 50 years.
Jeez, nice.
Amazing, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so he was a bit of a godsend.
I suppose I looked up how they used to load Morris Geary into this gig.
No.
There used to be a circus, and because the Sunday was the big day, they all come in and go to church.
Yep.
And then
Down to the Catholic hour.
then they go down there to the pub. And the Gearys would come in two lots. Morris would come in the gig.
Yep.
And Mrs. Geary and they'd come in, and they'd come in the buggy, and they'd do the shopping over at Fox. And they used to all around the back of the store there.
Yeah.
It was the big yard used to be full of buggies
Yep.
and gigs, and they'd all do their Sunday shopping. They'd run to a weekly shopping there on a Sunday, and after church, and while the women were in there doing the shopping, the men were over at the pub. So old Morris used to get his booze, he'd get his blinders about, and they'd get him out from the pub, just load him into the gig, and give the horse a pat in the arse.
Off
and
you go.
take him home.
Maurie, where was the shop?
It's the current shop.
So it was much bigger back then.
Oh, much bigger, but it had an area behind it.
It had a big area behind it.
Yeah, and they used to load bulk flour and bulk everything out of the backs of trucks and gigs. I can remember that when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can remember that.
Yeah.